Alright guys, welcome back to Prince TV. Here we are to give you updates how the Italian government have set to extend all the resident permit which has been expired. And for those ones who do have a driving license, the Italian government have also extend the validity of these types of documents so that you guys can get this update, because most of you will be complaining saying that, how can I renew my permesso di soggiorno now we have pandemic? How can I go to Questura to renew all this soggiorno in order to continue my activities? You got to tell your boss with this video that the government has set to keep all the resident permits which has been expired till on the 30th of April 2021. So without wasting time, let me read to you guys and see the articles. These have been published already to direct to Gazzetta Ufficiale. All right, it said here, extension until 30th April 2021 of expiring resident permits. You understand? All right, let's go a little bit forward. It said here, the new extension of resident permits until 30th April. Now, the official Gazette number 10 of 14 January 2021, Decree Law 23/2021 was published, which due to the extension of the continuing state of emergency due to the COVID-19 pandemic. You understand? All right, it said here in Article 5, provide for a further extension of validity of stay until 30th April 2021. So this particular article which I read here now is stating that all the permesso di soggiorno which has been expired is valid until 30th of April 2021. So anywhere you are working, they ask you to provide a new permesso di soggiorno. You have to state to your boss that the Italian government has stated that all the documents are valid until the 30th April 2021. Let's go a little bit forward. It said here, the government has ordered the further extension of the stay until 30th April 2021. The expiring date of the resident permit, already extended to January 31st, 2021, is therefore postponed by the further 3 months, with the consequent possibility for holders to renew them after that date. You understand? So this particular place is trying to state to us that those ones who have this resident permit which has been expired, that the government have already stated that it's valid for now on the 30th of April. But if, for example, you are in Italy, you want to still renew this document, you can still try to take appointment. But normally, even if you did not renew document, it's still valid in this 30th of April 2021 here in Italy. Let's go a little bit forward. It said here, the extension until April 30th, 2021 provide for resident permits expiring between 31st August and 30th April 2021. You understand? All right, it said here, resident permit for fixed term and open-ended subordinato works. You understand? All right, it said resident permit for self-employment, resident permit for family reasons, resident permit for study. So they are trying to kind of like mention the types of permesso di soggiorno which has been prolonged. Until this time, you can renew this kind of permesso di soggiorno. So these guys, this update is just something short that, whenever the police stop you, even the police themselves, they know all these things. Like where you are working, especially, is important because most of the boss, they don't know all these things. They don't go for immigration law to go and check how all this permesso di soggiorno work. It's just the update that you have to know about the expired permesso di soggiorno. Anytime your boss asks you about your permesso di soggiorno, you should be bold enough to tell your boss that this permesso di soggiorno is valid until the 30th of April, which the government has said that this permesso di soggiorno is valid. So you can state to your boss like that. If your boss tries to argue with you, just send her direct to the Gazzetta Ufficiale. She will get everything in that particular place. All right, so without wasting time, let's still go to the one of the driving license. Let me just give a little bit article on this driving license. All right, but have it in mind that all driving license you are using, if it's expired now, it is valid until 29 July this year 2021. All right, let's go and see the articles. It said here, driving license new extension until 29 July, also for a peak. You understand? All right, it said here, according to the Italian decree, there will be more time to renew one's driving license. In fact, according to the new date, the validity of documents expiring between January 31st, 2020 and April 30th, 2021 has been postponed to July 29, 2021. 3 months after the end of the latest update on the state of emergency sanctioned by the government. You understand? So like I'm talking to you right away, this is just short update to let you guys know that all these documents are valid. So if you are having permesso di soggiorno which has been expired, get it in mind that it's still valid from now till the 30th of April. And then for those ones who have driving license, who they are driving all those kind of stuff, you have it in mind that your driving license, if it's expired now, you can still be using it until the 29th of July 2021. So all these things are working. So if police should get you on the way with expired driving license, I think they have to clarify you and know that you are capable to use that driver's license, because the government has stated that people can use it until that date when you can go and try to renew these documents. But guys, one advice I'll give here is that normally, like my city where I am, I know one guy who went to take appointment to go and kind of like renew permesso di soggiorno, because they have to give you this appointment online. You have to take the email address and then snap your old permesso di soggiorno, everything, and then you send direct to the questura, and then the questura will fix appointment for you. So don't wait until that particular date which they stated that is valid because of that, and then you get relaxed. No, just try to put effort to know if you can even take appointment even before that. So guys, this is what this update is all about. It's just to give you how things are going in Italy. We have to update you guys so that you guys can still really know how things are happening, because many of you don't have time to go and check all these things. Moving straight to another wonderful episode about the Cassa Integrazione. Many of you know what this Cassa Integrazione is all about. This is a money which is set by the government, by the Italian government, to support those ones who are having contracts but their work are being limited, or they are not even going work at all again, but their contract is reading. Cassa Integrazione have been into existence for a very long time, but sometimes, it depends on the companies how they use their hours which have been provided by the government. This is the problem which they were even having with Giuseppe Conte, that this man did not release the money for Cassa Integrazione so that people can get benefit for this money. All right, this Cassa Integrazione is money which is being set to be paid to you. Like I said, if you're not working because your contract is there but your work is not moving forward, now the government already support companies to give them layoff. They call it layoff as well. It's known as layoff in English. So now this layoff is the 80% of your salary. I reported this news once upon a time. 80% of your salary. When we say 80%, let me say for example, you're working and then you're receiving 1,000 euro. At the end of the day, if it happens to be that your company will be affected with COVID-19, and then the company has already been granted a layoff to support the employees under the companies, then your boss have to pay you 800 euro of your Cassa Integrazione. For example, you receive 1,000 euro, then the government have to pay you 800 euro. But mind you that this money is always coming late. This is the problem people have been having since all this while. I've never updated you guys about this Cassa Integrazione. But now, like I'm talking to you, the government have brought out updates, have brought out another 9 weeks to support the companies who are still in difficulties, in order to give them this money of Cassa Integrazione to support their employers who are under them. So if you are one of persons working under a company here in Italy, and then it happens to be your contract is reading but you are not going to work, or your time of work, that is time of your contract, is limited. Let me, for example, you work 8 hours, now it is limited to 4 hours. The 4 hours that you are not going to work should go onto your Cassa Integrazione. So you have the right to ask your boss if he have put you under this Cassa Integrazione. It's very much important, because you have to benefit since you have contract reading. Then the government have to pay your Cassa Integrazione since you are not going to work. So that is the meaning of that Cassa Integrazione. So if you have not kind of like receive your own, you have to ask for your boss. And then this Cassa Integrazione is not being made that you have to go and apply it yourself. No, it is the company who will ask for the Cassa Integrazione direct for IMSS, and then the money will be prepared to you direct to your account. So that is how it functions for Cassa Integrazione. And for those ones who are working here in Italy, I think you should know what Cassa Integrazione is really all about. So that is the update I have for you. If you are working here in Italy and then your boss is not placing you under Cassa Integrazione, and then you're having contract, you have the right to demand for that. So that is it. So guys, this is the update I have for you this evening. If you like this video, please try to hit the like button and then drop your comments. Any question, you can drop it there in the comment section, while we are there to answer your questions. And then that is how it looks like. Till next time we be together, I remain your boy Prince TV. Ciao.
whole body make your flex. Yeah, yeah. Jaja, yeah. Olu, I said to my guess, I make my life.